One man's dream.
Are you gonna cut that?
Just like a really long silence and they just cracking a rat.
Very interesting.
Okay.
Do you like to know everyone on the board?
Well, we got to do an intro.
Damn, it's been so long. I don't even know how to do an intro anymore.
Hi. Welcome back to the DOA podcast. This is the revival episode.
Yes, sir. Episode 6, 7.
7.
I actually don't believe you on that one.
It's 7.
I actually believe you.
Did you check?
Yeah, well, I remember we had our unnamed guest on number 5.
And then we have one more.
On number 6, when I said it was the Valentine's Day special.
Yeah. All right. Well,
we actually got a notepad. I mean, I think we've had it, but it's like the first time you're actually writing it.
I'm not going to lie, dude. Hell yeah.
I'm glad to see you're alive.
Yeah, we're alive.
Nebraska didn't kill you.
Yeah, it came close a couple times.
Are we going to talk about that or the more important stories
Okay.
happening around the world right now?
What we need to talk about first is a Louisiana teacher
Okay.
is sentenced to 41 years for admitting to feeding cum cakes to her students.
I wish my teacher was nice enough to make me cupcakes.
Laced with cum?
Well, not that part, but like even in high school, I don't think a teacher was ever like, hey, I made this for my class.
I think she was teaching elementary school students.
Oh, yeah. Well, you actually have like one
Yeah.
class.
Yeah. Well, also, I think it's interesting that this isn't the only, like, she basically went to the police and said, this is happening. Like, my husband and I are doing this crazy shit. And
Why? Like, I'm not asking why she's doing it, but what made her possess herself to go up and be like, by the way, I'm breaking the law.
so her husband was a lieutenant in the sheriff's office.
Ooh, I did not see that part.
Yeah, so I did a little research on this. So her husband was...
Why is it always the lieutenant's wife?
I don't fucking
'Cause-
know, man.
Did you see the story like a month ago? There were these nurses selling fake vaccine cards in New York City.
Yeah,
And her husband was a cop or a lieutenant.
Yeah, dude.
And now they're investigating like the 2 nurses and him.
People do the absolute most to just get out of some bullshit. But
Are you looking at the audio?
yeah, I'm just monitoring it. But then that's interesting because that's not the reason she got 41 years. Because just for that's like seems a little excessive. But
I was gonna say, is it really justified for 41?
Well, they also did other things that'll get us kicked off of YouTube if we say too much.
Well, we're not doing it.
Yeah, we're not doing it, but if we talk about it, we'll get like community guideline strikes.
Okay, so we're gonna talk about it by not
We'll use
while not talking about it.
yeah. We'll use like initials. So SA.
Uh huh.
It rhymes with
Southwest Airlines.
no. It rhymes with schmexual.
Okay. There's assault over there next to the pepper.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yep. Yep. That. And then
The assault grinder. Assault grinder.
and then CP.
You're air drawing right now, and
Yeah.
are you doing it? Is it correct to you, or is it going to be backwards when I look at it?
Here. I think it.
Oh, you got cue cards like Joe Biden. Okay. Pizza. Okay. You like how I said pizza for the first one?
Yeah, pizza. So that's a good thing that I brought a pen in here.
I got my $99 pen.
Yeah,
I mean, you can't use it on
I was
paper.
about to say. Yeah. So
Okay.
So they
back to the story.
Yeah. So her husband, they had done some dirty deeds to children, and they got
the
arrested.
children.
Yeah. Not just feeding like cupcakes with semen, but they made CP and the husband.
Is that the medical term?
No.
What is the medical term?
For CP?
Yeah. No.
I don't think there's a medical term
No, for
that.
the men of the sea.
Oh. Semen.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Is that the medical term?
I think so.
Okay.
No, I think it might be ejaculate.
Not cum.
Not cum. Unfortunate. Can we get that added to Webster's dictionary? That'll be our
Don't
life.
they add words like every year?
I think so.
Is it like an actual like new word, or is it like we're adding this slang now?
Well, I mean, basically all words are slang until they become like so widely used and recognized that it's like a thing.
All right.
And then the TikTok star the TikTok star who had a stalker who broke into her house and
Okay, are you just listing off stuff we're going to talk about, or did you just ignore the first?
I thought we pretty much wrapped that up.
You said they were doing other stuff. I thought we were going to...
The CP and the SA.
Oh, okay.
That's what they were doing.
Okay. So they pulled a Jerry from Subway.
Jared from
Jared.
Subway. Yeah.
Got it. I messed up his name.
Isn't it weird that he's only like he's known as the dude from Subway, Jared from Subway,
and the CP part?
Yeah, I mean, it's still weird that we associate him with Subway.
Do you think Subway will ever get another like spokesperson, or he kind of ruined it?
I think he probably ruined it. That fat fuck.
Either I don't watch TV or I don't remember any like Subway commercials recently.
Yeah, I don't remember any Subway commercials recently either. The last one I remember was like the $5 foot long.
That was like 3 years ago, probably.
I think it's probably more.
Yeah, now with inflation, it's like $8
Yeah.
foot long.
Yeah. But
And there was like that whole lawsuit of like,
it's
not even 12 inches.
Yeah.
They're like, no, it's like 12 inches pre-cooked. Just like when you go to a steakhouse,
Yeah.
it's not actually like 16 ounces. It's like 16 ounce pre-cooked.
Yeah.
So when you cook it, it's like 13.
Yeah. No.
TikTok star.
Yeah, the TikTok.
I don't know if I agree with the term star.
It's just what the fucking article said.
Yeah,
Okay,
she
fuck
has
off.
like 1.4 million subs, which is not a lot anymore, I don't think.
I mean, meh.
It is a lot, but you have like people doing 190.
Yeah, well, so the TikTok content creator
That works.
had a stalker, and
Did you actually read into it?
Yeah, so I read the
And
article.
like how the parents did some questionable things too.
I didn't see what the parents did that was questionable.
They like let her like sell a picture of herself smiling.
How is that questionable? As long as it's not like
they egged on the guy.
Oh, I mean,
And then
okay.
when he started asking for more, like, okay, we need to cut him off and block him. But they like let the door open, I would think.
Yeah, I disagree. I feel like you can't blame someone for like just trying to make some cash. You know what I mean?
True.
Like,
Eh.
like,
But she's
what,
underage.
but, well, no, she was 18.
Oh, she's 18, but
Yeah,
still, it's
I mean, it's still weird to
a
do to
fine
your.
line.
I think
Yeah, but
it's,
if a guy wants to buy a picture of my daughter, I'll be like, fuck you. No.
I mean, I don't think that. I agree that it's weird. I don't think that it's necessarily like it doesn't make them bad people.
Do you think it helped escalate the situation?
One of those
Or it's
things.
hard to say.
Well, it's one of those things that let's take it in like the context of like OnlyFans, right?
Yeah.
Where if you're like selling pictures of your naked body, right? And like people continue to like eat that up.
Sex sells.
Yeah, you could potentially have like someone like this. And it's happened before with YouTubers who have like people break into their homes and shit. But apparently the father like chased the kid out of like his house and the kid showed back up like
With a gun.
And the dad just shot and killed him.
But the dad's like either he's in the police or he's a retired.
Yeah,
He was like a chief or a lieutenant, something a little bit higher, I think.
Yeah, but I don't think that you can blame like the parents or the girl in this situation.
But part of it is, I guess they knew where he lived, cause they're like in Rhode Island or something, right?
I'm not sure.
I want to say they were like in Rhode Island, and the guy was like in Florida, so they didn't think he was gonna be a threat because of the distance.
Yeah, anyone could be a threat. And then, yeah, but like I said, I don't think we can hold the parents or the girl responsible for the actions of like someone who is clearly unstable and unwell and decided to break into someone's home.
Let me see if I sent you the article, but how old was the guy that got shot?
I'm not exactly sure. Let me double check.
Okay, here it is. I found it. Teen TikTok star's father shoots dead obsessed stalker during home invasion.
Yeah. Does it say how old?
A 15-year-old TikTok star had a run-in with the dark side of fame.
Oh, was the dude 18?
Yeah, the dude was 18.
Okay, well.
She began to interact with one of her followers, 18-year-old, and it gives his name.
Well, I mean that puts it into more context.
It says, yeah, when he began asking her to send him booty pics, quotes.
See, now
and
that's
photos of her feet. Ava said enough was enough and blocked him. He responded by pleading with her and even sending her $500 to trying to regain access to her content.
I saw that. Here's the thing: is that I knew people who were like when I was playing video games when I was like 8 through 18, right?
Mm-hmm.
That were like adults. And we never, like, I would talk to them on a regular basis, and we would never have, like, conversations where they would ask me for wiener pics.
Can I have a pic of your wiener?
Now it's fine, because I'm over 18.
You're just going to show me your penis tattoo on your forehead?
Yeah. On my left butt cheek.
On your left eye?
Yeah. Underneath my eyelid. But then, like, I think that if anything like that ever happened and like one of those people asked me like, oh, let me see your bare asshole, send me a pic, or get on Skype and spread your butt cheeks or whatever, I would have been like, yeah, I'm done talking to you. So I don't think that like the TikTok star is at fault. I think this guy is just a fucking petter ass.
Dude, it's so crazy though. He's 18.
Yeah, bro, go get some fucking play, man.
That was us a couple of years ago.
Go get some play, bro. Go to a strip club. They're legal in Florida, right?
Lots of things are illegal in Florida.
I hope strip clubs are one of them. Let's go to Florida. film a
Too close to Cuba.
What? What's wrong with Cuba?
The invasion of Ukraine.
I mean,
We'll get there, but
I
they're
guess.
buddies with Russia. Get you a Russian nuke and,
Yeah, well, if Cubans show up on the shores of Florida while we're there, we're gonna have a good time. That's for damn sure. You know what I'm saying?
Yes, sir.
And then moving forward, I was gonna skip a couple of these because I didn't find them that interesting. But the one that you sent me, where you're like, where were these teachers when I was in high school? The Tennessee woman
Yeah, I see
had
it right here.
sex with kids.
Tennessee woman has sex with 9 high school students in exchange for vape pens.
Bro, that sounds like something high school students would do. Be like, hey, I'll bang you if you give me a vape pen. Give me that jewel.
Do you think one of the students, I think it probably started out with one of the students like, hey, will you buy this for me?
And she's like, yeah, I'll suck your wiener or something.
Yeah. I don't know. I don't know.
That's insane though. But one of the
Or
charges,
like, I don't got no money. She's like,
well,
never
so I read the article, and one of the charges that were brought against her was like forfeiting like personal property, and like
4 counts of human trafficking. What the fuck?
yeah, see, there's some weird fucking charges. Do you see where it says like
Yeah. Charged with 18 counts of statutory rape, 4 counts of human trafficking by patronizing prostitution, solicitation of a minor, and forfeiture of personal property.
yeah, which is interesting. All of those charges are very interesting. Don't bang your students.
All of whom were between the ages of 14 and 17. She don't even look that hot. Maybe it's just a mugshot, but she's 28.
Hey, I know someone who's almost 28.
Are you banging her?
Don't worry about it. Yeah,
She's
there
out
isn't,
on a $100,000 bond,
bruh.
which she made.
We should become bail's bondsmen, because like you bail someone out for however much money, and then you take you charge them 10%. So like you get your money back right when they show up to court for their court date on bail.
Mm-hmm.
And so you get your money back, and then you charge them 10%. So if it's $100,000 bond, you charge them $100,000, or you charge them $10,000, and they have to pay you $10,000, and you get your $100,000 back.
I remember seeing my first bondsman.
Did you free you?
I was a little kid.
At the clink?
Yeah.
Set you free?
So I'm like, no, not me, my dad.
Oh.
Good
Man.
old.
People should not bail my dad out. Fuck that guy.
They should have left mine in.
Leave him in there. And then the next one you sent me that I found interesting was 5 people found dead with unknown substance in their apartment.
I didn't really click on that one, but I saw like the news.
So
actual news.
I read it, right?
Was it fentanyl, do you think?
They don't know.
Okay.
They genuinely don't know what it is.
But I don't think they ever described it. They didn't say if it was like liquid, powder.
No, they didn't describe it, and they were like, we genuinely can't tell you what it is because we have no idea.
They couldn't say it was like a fucking powder? Or
No.
a glob?
A glob.
Or like food, like they just ate like
Weird, like laced food.
Or did they like smoke something?
Who knows?
Or mushrooms?
They didn't really describe it, so those motherfuckers.
That was in Colorado, wasn't it?
Yeah.
They said something about like a child and a adult were left alive. Not everyone in the apartment complex died.
No, yeah, it was just the 5 people. But then like I watched the interview with the person who was doing the thing, like the press conference or whatever, the cop, and he was like, yeah, we don't know what the fuck is going on, basically.
I just don't like how they're not talking. They should be like, "Hey, we
Well,
found like a powder substance."
well, yeah, we can follow up on this one once they release more. I think they have to send it off to like a forensics team before they can really say anything. And I bet it's probably some form of fentanyl. They just like like fucking, they're like putting it in a crock pot or something, and it like blew up, or a pressure cooker.
Fentanyl is so fucking deadly.
Yeah, it really fucks you up. The next one. This one's great.
The father one.
The 4-year-old
Yeah.
was told to shoot at cops by father in Utah. Hell yeah, dude.
He actually shot though.
Yeah. What a banger.
He missed. What a fucking 4-year-old misses.
Yeah, what a fuck.
I didn't. I mean, it's been a minute since I sent this. Well, actually, it says 2 days ago.
it's been more minutes than a minute.
Yeah, a man is in custody after allegedly telling his 4-year-old child to shoot at police. But did it say? I think he's having like an argument with like McDonald's.
Yeah, and he's like, pull the
According
gas.
to police, the officer became upset when the order he had placed in the drive-thru was wrong. All right, I don't think I've ever had an order right at McDonald's. You should fucking expect that.
I don't know why people get so pissed, bro. They're making fucking like $4 an hour.
I'm making like fucking 14.
So, I make more than that, and I barely give a shit.
In response to the incorrect order, he said to have brandished a gun. Employers then asked Johnson to pull forward, at which point they called the police. Really? He fucking shows a gun. They're like, we're going to have to pull you forward.
Yeah, and he's like, nah, man, we're just gonna wait.
When officers arrived, they said he was non-compliant to several commands asking him to get out of his car. And then they pulled him out of his vehicle. And then while taking him into custody, an officer turned back towards the car and saw a gun pointing out the back window.
Hell
The
yeah.
officer swiped the gun to the side as it was fired and realized the person who pulled the trigger was 4 years old.
What a fucking thug. What a G, bro. Do you think
Do they arrest that 4-year-old?
throwing handcuffs in the back of a car?
Yeah, take him out of the car seat and just like fucking body slam him onto the ground.
Just fucking bash the shit out of him with a little, like a, what are those things? A nightstick. Fucking club him. I feel like you could do a lot though. You could just like lick your thumb and shove it in a soft spot on his head. Get him to comply.
Wet William.
Tickle his feet enough and he'll stop shooting at you.
No, that's just crazy though.
That is insane.
Because my nephew is that old, that age.
One of my,
But
one
he
of
actually like goes bang bang with like a toy gun. But
yeah. Do you think he had to do the double finger technique? Do you think his fingers were strong enough to like one finger pull, or did he have to do like use two?
probably one. Like, have you ever shot a loaded gun?
Have I ever shot a loaded gun?
My Glock doesn't take that much trigger
Trigger.
discipline.
I feel like trigger discipline is the ability to not put your finger on the trigger at all times.
Yawning. Don't question it.
I feel like the trigger pull, like the weight of the trigger.
Yeah.
I have shot your Glock though, and I don't think it takes that much. Nor does my FN.
It's kind of like loose when it's actually like loaded and ready to go.
Yeah, the take up is kind of a lot, I've noticed. It's not bad though.
But
You know
mine
what?
doesn't have a safety. It's got like that trigger where you have to pull the whole trigger, not just the side.
Yeah. Yeah. Same. Don't point it at people. PSA, unsolicited advice. Don't point loaded or unloaded guns at someone.
Or
Or
yourself.
yourself. Actually, speaking of which, apparently my dad knew this dude who was... What the fuck is that? That is impeccable deep throat form.
Sorry, getting off topic. But
Don't worry about what just happened. Don't worry about it. But my dad knew a dude who had who had a shotgun, and he shot, like, he pulled the trigger, but the case or the shell didn't go off, and so he's like, "Oh, I'm gonna pack up and like get ready to leave," and he was carrying it, and like he just happened to like look down the barrel a little bit too much, and the shot randomly like went off after it had been like the trigger had been pulled, and he was like,
what are the fucking chances
and it hit him and like fucked up his eye pretty bad apparently. Yeah, what are the chances?
that it took a minute to go off?
Yeah, I don't know what the chances are honestly, but it's still pretty insane. And like, yeah, so don't look down the barrel of guns either. That's PSA, unsolicited advice. It's crazy how many people don't realize that, like, you know what I mean?
I wonder what kind of gun it was.
Yeah, was it a 45 or a 9?
Probably 9. They're in Utah.
Yeah, fuck Utah. I went to the gun store the other day, and I saw this used like Mac 10 clone, and I almost bought it. But when I went to ask him about it, it didn't have, like, it was like in real bad shape. It wasn't like in pristine condition because it was like a used. And I was very sad.
No problem selling it, probably.
Yeah, they didn't give a shit. That shit could blow up in your hands, and they'd be like, "Well, it says sold as is." Okay.
Just like a used car salesman.
Yeah. Yeah, we're gonna sell this as is, and you're gonna just fucking explode.
Yeah, you're gonna sign a contract saying if you die, you can't sue us.
Yeah, pretty much. All right, now we're into the meat and butter. The meat and butter.
Those you can get to the one of the last ones.
Meat and potatoes. That we kind of sailed through those. The next ones are all about Ukraine and Russia.
I think one of the one I sent you is somehow these brothers are cousins.
Oh yeah.
Some shit like that. I didn't actually really understand the logic behind it.
So I've actually heard of something like this before, but I also have read it as well. Or I also read like a little bit into it, but
read it, not Reddit.
Yeah, read into it.
Okay.
Not Reddit as in the website.
Oh, that fucking makes sense. Is that what they call Reddit?
Yeah, I think so. Anyway, I read part of the article, and it said that two identical twins, which makes, like, biologically speaking, if you're identical twins, you're the same person because you share the exact same DNA. Does that make sense?
Or the dick size is the same?
I'm not sure. But, I mean, you can look different. Your DNA will just be the same.
Oh,
which
okay.
Usually means that you're going to look the same just because of how genetics works. But you can look slightly different. Or you can, like, have something happen to you after. So, like, some diseases or some disorders are, like, develop after, like, if you're identical twins, like, you start out as one and then you split apart into two.
Mm-hmm.
And some things develop into, like, issues. Like, some disorders develop after you split. So, like, you could have a disorder.
So one person can have, like, diabetes.
Yeah,
and the other one could be, and the other one could just be perfectly normal.
Yeah, sort of. It's very uncommon, but it is possible. But in this case, there was two identical twin sisters who married two identical twin brothers, and then, each of them started banging or whatever, and then they had kids, and so biologically speaking, those two kids are brothers.
It still doesn't make sense to me. I mean, I get where you're going with this.
But they're legally cousins. So, think about it. Think about it in terms of, like, if you're an identical twin, you share the same DNA, right? And biologically speaking, that makes you the same person. And so, if two of the same people have you know, if like you and your mom or your dad and your sisters and, you're all sisters, but just imagine if you had cloned your mom and your dad and they had another one of you, that would still be your brother, biologically speaking. Genetics.
Got it. Get it.
Yeah. Which is interesting. It's kind of whack as fuck, though. Like, why would you.
Date
How
your
does.
brother-in-law?
Yeah, how would you. That has to be some sort of incest, doesn't it?
By marriage.
Incest by marriage. Hell yeah. Can we. Let's put that on a t shirt. Incest by marriage. Merch idea right there.
So if they get divorced, it's no longer incest.
Yeah, what do they say? Incest is wincest.
Okay, there's I'm saying two articles before the big one.
Yeah, so there was one that you sent me that people had been seeing Russian military vehicles with that weird Z symbol on it.
Oh, I was looking at the student has legs and fingers amputated.
Oh yeah,
after eating leftover Chinese takeout.
Yeah, I saw that. That's a Chubby Emu video, and it's good. Or I've seen something similar on Chubby Emu, I should say.
One is life may actually flash before your eyes near death.
Yeah, fuck that. That's kind of lame. You're just like perpetually in like a matrix state.
And then there was a bill that was signed that would give law enforcement to access a kill switch that would be attached to all cars in 2026.
Yeah, it's fucking whack as fuck.
To all new cars, so like
you're just gonna have to buy cars.
2025 car.
Yeah.
And then after that, the tension leading up to the actual invasion is where I'm at.
Yeah. So Russia invaded Ukraine, and right now,
after weeks of warning signs.
Yeah. So it looks like it's only going to be contained to the Ukraine, which sucks for them, but is good for the rest of the world because, let's be real, if Russia invades a NATO nation, it is World War III. That's just...
That's pretty much the whole treaty.
Yeah, because NATO is like 20 some odd countries, isn't it?
28, 29.
Yeah.
It's up there.
Which 28 countries going to war against another country. Like, at this point, it's like actual warfare. It's not like,
but
fighting.
NATO's its own separate thing, right? Not like separate, but it's like a combined army of them all.
Yeah.
So it's not all of one country's army.
Yeah.
So it could get bigger.
Yeah. So that's the thing is that, like, if, like, the NATO was created back at the beginning of the Cold War to, like, these countries that wanted to oppose, like, communist expansion, because, like, back in the day, there was a lot of communist countries in Europe, like Ukraine, the Czech Republic, which is now... Czechoslovakia is now...
They all used to be part of USSR, right? And then they broke off.
Yeah, they were like what they called satellite states. And the reason Russia wanted these states was that during World War II, they had a non-aggression pact with Germany. And then Germany broke that pact and then, like, invaded Russia. And then the Russians... I mean, mostly because Stalin was not good at warfare because he's a fucking idiot. But they lost... Like, the casualties that Russia took during World War II were astronomically higher than all the other NATO nations combined. And it had something to do with Stalin, like, basically saying, like, oh, here's one gun for 5 people. If this guy dies, the next dude picks it up and keeps running. If you turn around and run back, you're just going to get mowed down by your own people.
Classic.
Yeah, just a fucking classic dick move, right? Have you ever seen The Death of Stalin?
Didn't he off himself?
Stalin? No, he died of a stroke.
What a bitch.
Yeah, what a fucking pussy. No, dude, we should watch The Death of Stalin because that movie is funny as fuck. And it's all about, like, how Stalin died and, like, the political movements and machinations of all the people after him. Like, who were trying to, like, gain power after him. and it's interesting. It's funny as hell. There's like this one part where like Stalin briefly wakes up as this dude is like talking mad shit to his like comatose body, and he's like, "No, Stalin, please don't kill me. I didn't mean any of it." And then he falls back into a coma, and the dude just spits on him, and he's like, "Fuck you, Stalin."
I was gonna do something I haven't done before.
Have sex.
Fuck, no, I was pulling up Snap Maps. I was gonna click on Ukraine and see what stories I posted to the.
Oh, that's actually a fucking great idea. I love that.
There's no hotspots. Probably, well, you know what I mean. You know what I mean. When they post a lot of stories
on
yeah.
Snapchat,
there's definitely lots of hotspots.
Oh man.
Okay, I just clicked on it.
But no. Oh hell yeah, dude.
Well, I'm speaking Spanish.
Rest in peace, dude.
Dude, like I was saying, like, this would be like the first, if like World War III would have happened. This is like the first time like social media's like, it's happening at the same time.
Yeah.
So we're going to see a lot more like the war on your TikTok feed and your like Twitter feed.
Is how easy it is. Yeah, I think it's interesting because like
we're watching it.
Yeah, it's crazy. It's honestly crazy, and it's pretty fucking hilarious to like.
So there's memes.
Yeah, there's memes about people like fucking dying.
I mean, yeah.
I mean, there's memes about people dying before that.
I was gonna say it's not like it's serious, but at the same time, you can't really do much. But yeah, we're just alive in a time where you can literally pick up your phone, open up Snap Maps, scroll over to Ukraine and click on it, and just watch
people get fucking blown up.
You think
Hashtag Ukraine. What do you think is what are they gonna name this war after it's over? You know, if it doesn't develop into World War III.
Probably just Russia, Ukraine war, like just the two countries together.
The War of 2022. You know, like the War of 1812.
When was the War of 1812?
1813.
No, but like, what were we saying before this? Yeah, you can just go over, click on Snap Maps.
It's like in the age of the viral internet. It's very strange that we can just like watch planes fly and drop bombs on houses and shit.
Yeah, like
I mean, there's like videos of that happening, but like
on this scale.
Yeah, not on like it's almost real time we're watching this shit happen.
It's like those videos where someone's like watching TV and it's like a police chase, and then they pan the phone over to the left and like
yeah, it's like, oh shit, this is outside my house.
Like the police like pass by their window.
Yeah, exactly. That's just that shit.
The last time I remember doing this was like a couple of years ago. Do you remember when what's the guy from Mexico?
The drug dealer? El Chapo?
Yeah, El Chapo's son.
Yeah,
when his son got captured, I remember watching video of like
as it's
tanks,
happening.
tanks rolling in, but they're not even from the like military. They were like the cartel's tanks.
Yeah, they somehow. My question is, how you buy a fucking tank on the black market?
Have you seen GTA?
I mean,
you just like pick up your phone.
We need to get in contact with the CIA so they could hook us up with a fat tank.
Do you think they sell them? I think they do, but like they're like de-weaponized.
They do, yeah. But how much work do you think
you can rent one in Vegas?
How much work do you think it would be to fix up like a decommissioned tank so that
way too much?
Like
Like, have you seen like
There's
the
probably
whole?
there's probably YouTube videos on how to do it, right?
Yes, sir.
Let's
Mhm.
buy a couple of them and just roll up to Ukraine. Like, we claim this.
I kind of want to see how big they are in person. I feel like they're like too wide to fit on a regular street. Like,
They thick as fuck, boy. I bet if you buy like a decently old one, it might fit.
yeah, like I'm thinking of like a regular like two-way street. It's probably gonna take up both ways.
Unfortunate for the people coming in the other direction because you can just right on over them.
What was that guy, like the bulldozer guy in Colorado?
Oh yeah. In Granby, there was a Netflix documentary I watched about it.
It's just something dozer. What is it like the name of
Killdozer.
the killdozer?
Killdozers.
He was like building it and is like a
Yeah, in his
in
shop.
the shop.
Yeah, and then you know what else is hilarious is that like when they were like looking at it, he had no way to get out. Like he just was either gonna like
Did he weld himself in?
he walled himself in so he could not get out.
Was my guy? I don't think he was planning on getting out though.
Yeah, I don't think so either. But it's kind of crazy. You know what we should do is we should buy an old decommissioned Russian tank, and we could blend in, buy some AKs.
Do I look Russian to you? I don't think we'll be able to fit in if we don't. I mean, if we don't talk.
Suka,
Bazooka,
Suka blade.
Vladdy.
No, we just need the train by hitting some Escape from Tarkov. See, now we can't play that game because we'll be supporting Russians, bro. We can't play it anymore.
Is Tarkov a real like country?
State,
State?
city, I don't fucking know. We'll have to Google it.
Is
Maybe,
it?
Probably.
It might be.
It might be. It'd be funny though.
That's how they recruit people. No.
Right.
Oh, I think I
Average-
sent like an article like last month where I think the Mexican people were recruiting
the
people through
cartels.
GTA.
Yeah, we're recruiting people through
Like,
GTA.
hey, you want to play GTA IRL?
I'm not gonna lie. As like a fucking 12-year-old kid, I would have been like, hell yeah. Let me book a ticket to Mexico right now.
Sign me up, daddy.
Yeah, literally, exactly.
Or they probably do the same thing now. Like, hey, you like COD?
You want to play COD in real life?
Their military's gonna do that.
Bro, I saw pictures of like little kids learning how to like shoot guns in the Ukraine, and like they had like wooden cutouts, and they were like teaching people how to like hold guns and like
To defend himself.
run drills. And so basically what they were like, the article I read was that people the article that I read was like the babushka squad is ready to go, and it's just like a bunch of old grandmas, because apparently in Russian babushka means grandma.
Yeah.
I didn't know that.
I knew that because I went to the gym and I was like, I need to watch something. I need to watch like a show, like, because it helps you like run. Like,
Yeah.
I can like watch 3 episodes of this show and you forget you're like going on a treadmill for an hour.
Yeah.
I
yeah.
don't know if it was Netflix or it might have been HBO Max. I'll pull it up real quick. But she has a babushka.
Me babushka. Yeah, so that's hilarious.
Yeah, it's called The Teenage Enthusiast, whatever the fuck.
Weird. Is it good? Is it good?
Pretty entertaining. So that's the babushka. That's the grandma.
Oh, okay,
And then-
okay.
She has like a daughter that like died and came back to life.
It's kind of
And
fucked
then
up.
she has I think it's her uncle.
Oh.
Like the life's based on the teenage girl. But I think it's like her uncle. And he's like a mortician.
Oh, fuck yeah, dude.
But it's like a cartoon.
Okay, I'll have to check it out.
Yeah, that's why I know that.
Off topic, did you watch the new season of Rick and Morty?
On topic now.
Fuck.
I haven't watched anything, to be honest. Like, I watched that when I was going to the gym, like in January, December. It's been a minute.
Unfortunate. I've been going to the gym pretty regularly, which is good, but I need to get We still got that goal to lose 20 pounds this year.
Yeah, I might have lost 5 and gained 2.
I think I lost 10 and gained 5.
So, you're looking a little bit beefier right now, though. You got them upper body gains.
Yeah, I gotta get back in the gym.
I need to. I just need to stop either working too much or working too much.
The new job is gonna be the ticket. I'm gonna work like 7 hours a day and then get off and just go to the gym. And then
Once I graduate, I think I'll be there with you.
It's like I said, it's a lot easier when you don't have, if the draft hits, bro, we will lose 20 pounds very rapidly.
Dude, we get to try MREs.
We'll also get to shoot Russian people.
We get to eat MREs.
Okay. Here's a good question.
Are you gonna go back to the article, or is this another question?
Here's a question. Would you fuck a babushka?
If it was for my country, yes.
For my country. I will lay pipe for my country. You just like sing the national anthem with your hand over your heart beforehand.
I mean, a babushka could be like 50.
I feel like yeah. Actually, my coworker is a grandma, and she is 38.
Hell yeah.
So she had a kid at 18, and then her kid had a kid at 18, and then
I think my mom.
Now it's been like 2 years since then.
My mom was a grandma in her 40s.
How old is your mom right now?
She's born in 70. I don't want to do the math.
My mom.
So she will be 52, and my nephew is like 3 or 4. So yeah, she was like 48, 49.
My grandma was born in 1932.
Damn, she old as fuck.
No, not anymore.
Oh. Rest in peace, Grandma.
I won't tell her you said that.
Okay. Pull out the fucking Ouija board.
Did you hear what this MF just said?
What's MF?
What were we talking about? Oh,
You said the B or the Z on the tank.
Oh, the Z.
And then we never got to that. Well, we never actually got to the article.
Well, nobody knows what the fuck it means. It's probably just like a cool thing that some people did. We're like, yeah, we're going to war. Let's put a Z.
Well, I think part of it was they said that there's not a Z in the Russian alphabet.
Yeah.
Which is why it makes it strange.
Yeah. Yeah.
But did you see that Putin never actually used the word invasion?
Yeah, it's because I want
military.
I want everyone that's scared about is scared of Putin and Russia just to go listen to Russia, like Vladimir Putin speak English. Like, he sounds like a fucking pussy. He sounds like I could beat his ass and I would just steal his fucking lunch money.
Does he sound like your dad?
No, he doesn't sound like my dad. He sounds like he's got like a really high pitched English speaking voice. He sounds like a bitch. Let's get Putin on the podcast.
What are your plans with Ukraine?
Yo, Putin, this is a formal charge. Come on the podcast or forever be known as a pussy ass bitch. Do you think he has a Twitter account?
Definitely.
We'll tweet a clip of this at him.
Did you see the
Putin is a pussy ass bitch if he doesn't come on.
He's like working out like his home gym. And he's preparing like he's gonna be on the front lines. Yeah. And he's like this overweight like dad body.
I mean, he looks pretty good for how old he is. I think he's in his like 50s, right?
I don't fucking know. But I think what we should do is Jeff Bezos and Elon Musk should put their money together and just buy Russia.
Buy all of Russia from Putin.
Problem solved. Now Russia's a giant Amazon fulfillment center.
And it just launches SpaceX rockets.
On top.
It launches SpaceX rockets that carry Amazon packages. And
They're actually beefing, huh? Not like beefing, but like they have their own space companies.
yeah,
What's Jeff's?
Blue Origin, right?
Should call it Blue Waffles. Missed the opportunity.
Yeah, unfortunate. We should put that. We should put that on a T-shirt. Just a Amazon SpaceX like collab with Russia.
Can you buy a country?
I feel like you could.
Like, who would you pay for the country yourself? But then you own it, so then you make the money back.
These are all good questions. We should try and buy a small island country. Why not?
Let's buy Crimea.
Yeah, take our old decommissioned Russian tanks and like station them right there. Be like, this is our land now.
We already have land in Scotland.
Oh, I heard. Yeah, we do. We're fucking.
Lloyd's.
I almost said bi-coastal, but we're. That's not what it. That's not right. We're international. There's this piece of land in Sudan apparently, like between North Sudan and Egypt that you could potentially claim. I do believe, because like neither country claims it. So in theory, we could go and claim that for free and put a country there.
Do you think they have squatter laws on islands?
Do they have squat? I mean, if we buy a country, we are the law. Right? Isn't that how it works?
Yeah. And then we would hire people
Do you think
our first president would be Elon Musk.
No, we gotta hire we gotta appoint really hot women
Oh, okay.
as president, and then like one of the laws is like they have to sleep with us.
Okay, now we're talking.
I feel like that might be sexual harassment.
Yeah, but we make the laws around here. There's no. No, I'm not even gonna say that. I don't want to get canceled for something stupid.
I mean, it was a good joke. What is that one movie? You can't handle the truth. Do you remember that movie?
The B movie.
I mean, it is. It is in that movie. Now that I think about it, I'm pretty sure it came from a different movie first. Yeah.
No, but like that's actually a good idea. Let's just buy Russia.
We should buy the land that the Russian parliament sits on, and then just kick them out.
Just raise the rent so high.
Raise the rent. It's like $8 billion a month they have to pay.
Yeah, it's like, oh fuck, we can't be here no more.
That, bro.
The housing market's just up. Like, we gotta raise your taxes. We gotta raise your rent.
We gotta make money. Capitalism at its finest at work in a communist country. Let's go.
No, but yeah, that's crazy. Do you think it's gonna go any further than Ukraine?
I think it will stay. I think it'll stay at Ukraine for a while because China also wants to take back Taiwan, and so I think that once China like tries to take back Taiwan, it'll happen. Which what I find interesting is that we have pledged military support to Taiwan, but we didn't pledge military support to Ukraine. Why is that?
Is Taiwan independent?
Taiwan was supposed to be independent.
Yeah, because we don't want to step on Ukraine right now because then it guarantees World War III.
But if China invades Taiwan, that also guarantees World War III because not many people know this, but there's a similar treaty with like a Pacific island like nations group, and it's called SATO. There's NATO and SATO, and it's just
North Atlantic, South Atlantic. Okay. Doesn't NATO stand for North Atlantic?
Yeah, I think it stands for North Atlantic Treaty Organization.
Yeah, so
and then SATO
South Atlantic.
No, it'd be Pacific. Is it
Spado?
Spado. All right, let's look it up. Southeast Asia Treaty Organization. So This consists of, let's see, the United States, Japan, Australia. Their headquarters are in Bangkok, Thailand. Hey, that's where my dad's girlfriend is from. Oh, and it's not SATO, it's SEATO. Southeast Asia Treaty Organ. Okay.
But I think Ukraine's more.
Why did Pakistan formerly left SATO in 1973, had failed to provide it with assistance with ongoing conflict against India. Oh. Oh, apparently SATO formally disbanded in 1977.
So it's not a real thing.
It's not a
I
thing.
mean, it is a real thing, but it's not like a
anymore. So I guess it's very interesting.
I just don't like. I try to stay out the comments on all this stuff happening right now. Too many keyboard warriors that think they know everything.
Yeah. I still find like the whole like geopolitical like landscape of all of this very interesting, and I think that if Russia gets Ukraine and China gets Taiwan without contest, I think that there will be no World War III. But like if we just let those two countries like fight on their own, I think there will be no World War III. But I think if we start to intervene, I think it will devolve into an all-out war.
Yeah, that's pretty much what Russia said. They said we're gonna do military. What's the word they use?
I don't fucking know. Incursions.
Military.
Big nuts.
Fuck, I can't think right now. Well, they just said, but they didn't use the word invasion. They just said experiment, or not experiment, but like military
force.
They said they're trying to demilitarize Ukraine, and if we get involved, then it's going to be an all-out.
Yeah, well, Putin's trying to flex his big fucking cock muscles, and we need to be in there cutting his cock off with a pair of garden shears.
Did you watch the one video I sent you, like what our options are right now?
Yeah.
With like cyber attacks and shit. That's crazy, because that wasn't a thing back then.
Yeah, I don't understand why our country doesn't participate in cyber attacks more, because Russia like participates in cyber attacks all the time, and like I'm not going to lie to you, there was one time that Russia like attacked secure networks, and me being you're
a career field.
Yeah, in my career field, if I was the president at that time, I would have launched a full out invasion of Russia, like bombs on the ground, unprovoked, like. That might be an unpopular opinion, but cyber attacks and cybersecurity are like the most important types of security nowadays.
Because it's all infrastructure.
Yeah.
You can dismantle like a shit ton.
Everything. Like factories that are needed and necessary for
electricity,
war materials, if it goes that far, like everything.
Cell phones, so there's no communication.
Yeah, the flow of information could be so thoroughly disrupted that we are inefficient as a country, and we, people die.
And then they were saying they could like move train tracks, like dismantle the train tracks. Because they're like switches where they need to go.
Yeah.
And they can't resupply.
Yeah. Like everything. Like I said, everything. And so like it's a gift and a curse having everything so digital and modern. But like if it was me, I would have instantly like hired hundreds and thousands of like the best cybersecurity experts and like hacking experts to just destroy them in return and like retaliate in that fashion, and then launched a full-out invasion.
I think I sent you an article like a month ago about a Seoul guy launching attacks on North Korea.
Yeah,
It was like a revenge because I guess North Korea did something here. They like attacked
yeah,
something
they've
here.
well. So here's what I find what I find interesting about North Korea is apparently they hire people outside of the country to hack other countries, which is hilarious to me, is because their infrastructure is so bad that they can't effectively hack other countries. So they have to like send people out of the country or hire other people to hack for them.
Crazy, it's crazy world.
Yeah.
But that would be dope. We just flip a switch. I mean, there's always more than just flipping a switch, but like all of Russia just goes black.
Yeah, and then we just fucking bomb the shit out of their parliament.
Because some of the newer nuclears and shit probably rely on servers, I would believe.
Yeah. Yeah. We just gotta take out Putin and his fucking no ball having ass.
Some CIA.
I'm gonna yeah, Putin, get your bitch ass over here.
Mano a mano boxing fight.
Yeah, get on the podcast with us. We'll beat your ass, and if we win, we get Ukraine. You have to invade it for us, and then we get the whole thing.
And we have an extra mic right here for you.
Yeah, you fucking slut muffin.
We'll even
I'll even buy Rosetta Stone for Russian, because if we lose, we'll become Russian citizens.
we won't need a dog. We got this.
Yeah, we'll beat his ass.
We'll order
This is potentially the
catering.
biggest. Yeah, we'll cater it from Cordova's or something.
Right, Robin.
And then we'll
I just say that because every time we walk into Red Robin, they have like
the catering
the
stuff.
catering thing, like the
Yeah.
little table, like let us cater your next party.
Yeah, exactly.
No, but the chances of it going further, I don't, like you said, it's not going to be like this year.
I don't think it'll be this year. I do think that if it does go farther, we'll look back on, what was it, Wednesday or Thursday when the invasion started as like the first, like the start of World War III wasn't, like it has different dates for each country, if that makes sense. Like
That's how World War One and Two was.
Yeah, like World War II had, like it really started in 1939, but the U.S. didn't get involved until 1940, 41. I just gotta go.
But yeah, it's just crazy to me that since like January, probably earlier than that, but that's when I started noticing it. They were like, hey, just so you know, Russia's about to invade Ukraine.
Yeah, it's gonna happen. It's crazy.
And they even said like a date. They said like the first or second week of February.
I mean, it's like the third week, but
Yeah, they were a little late, but they weren't wrong.
yeah, not too bad.
But yeah, I think we should just do
Well,
an underground assault instead of an overground
See,
air assault.
Yeah. But something that I think that they should have been doing is I think that if we were to get involved militarily, we should already have like specialized units on the ground and like have like Ukrainian special forces. They should have already been launching counterattacks, preemptive like counterattacks for the invasion beforehand, if that makes sense. So like our Navy SEALs and our Green Berets and all that shit should have been like launching counterattacks. Like, I guess it wouldn't be a counterattack, a preemptive attack on like the supply lines and all of this shit so that Russia would have more difficult time like invading. But I don't think that was the case, and now I think that Ukraine is basically fucked.
Oh yeah, since they took like the northern where like the airstrip was and like the capital.
Yeah,
Yeah,
Kiev.
it's completely gone now. I think I haven't looked at it, but
Yeah, I think.
do you think Ukraine's gonna just surrender?
I think that what we might see happen is like an Afghanistan type situation, because not a lot of people really remember this, but Afghanistan had like an actual standing military when we invaded in 2001. but we quickly dismantled their, like, we blew up all their tanks and we destroyed all their helicopters and all this other shit.
Which is what you're Ukraine, or that's what Russia's trying to do right now.
Yeah.
Is demilitarize them.
Yeah, and so I think that if a situation keeps happening where, we continue to supply, like, Ukrainian resistance, I think that they will at some point regain their freedom by just years and years of attacks, and, like, eventually Russia will just get tired and people will not see the need to be in Ukraine anymore. Kind of like Afghanistan, which we have seen in the past year as well, in 2021.
What are your thoughts on the sanctions?
They're not strict enough. Like I said, we should get...
Cause I guess they're aimed to, like, cripple Russia, like, in the long term and, like, right now. And in the long term. Because are they self-sufficient?
I mean, sort of. But my idea, again, is that we need to be sending cyber attacks their way. Like, we need to be actively attacking their cybersecurity because they've done it to us before. And, like, in this time, the world needs cyber attacks to be launched against Russia.
There's always a way in.
Yeah, there always is a way in.
Back door.
There's always a way in. It just depends if you can find it or not. But what do you think? Should we call it?
I don't know.
We got a solid amount of... Should we do an outro?
Is that like 90? Are you looking at 90?
What?
80? 70?
70.
70? This looks solid, yeah.
Yeah, that should be enough. We don't have to cut much this time. I feel like we have to cut more when it's 3 people than when it's just us 2.
What are you talking about? There's 3 people.
Oh, yeah. The midget that we grabbed on the side of the road, and he's been listening to the audio the whole time.
Yes, he's the one holding the cue cards.
He's also naked and in a GIMP suit. I mean, I guess that wouldn't be naked, but he's got, like, the GIMP mask on.
He's naked and in the suit.
Yeah. He's got a leather Speedo on.
Trying our cupcakes.
They're not laced with cum for sure.
Yeah, but it'd be interesting to see where the world affairs are come the next episode, since we post every other week.
Yeah, we'll see. We'll keep you updated. We are not the foremost experts on war or Ukraine or Russia, but we'll be here.
I'm a self-taught expert.
We will be here, still challenge Vladimir Putin to a boxing match.
I'll do it with my ears off.
Yeah, I'll do it. This will be the greatest celebrity boxing match of all time.
2v1.
2v1? No. We'll do it 2v2. We'll get him and, like, one of his coolest Russian guys, and we'll just beat both their asses.
Hell yeah.
Or we could do we could make it like a WWE style thing where it's all fake.
I say we get Jeff Bezos, Elon Musk. We need you in here too. We need to buy Russia.
Get Mark Zuckerberg in here.
No, he lost too much money.
Well, he's a bitch too. He's also a lizard-looking ass.
So I didn't see why Elon lost money, but he's not. And there's nobody in the $200 billion club anymore.
Well, because his options expired and he had to pay a bunch of tax. But he also liquidated a bunch of, like, Tesla stock and sold them to help, like, fight world hunger. Do you remember that?
Yeah, I saw he did that, but I think the world's still hungry.
Yeah. I know I'm fucking hungry.
We just ate.
Hungry for that pussy.
Oh, okay.
Harp, 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 harp.
God damn it.
You knocked over the dollar, bro. Fuck.
No, it's fine. It's in glass.
It's in glass. I don't even think that's real glass.
No, it's not. It's that Russian glass.
It's Russian glass. That's what they're gonna call. That's what they're gonna call, like, glass, like nuclear glass, after we blow the fuck out of Russia.
But did you see they took over Chernobyl?
Yeah, fuck.
Do you think they're gonna die from radiation now?
Yeah.
I don't know how long you can be. Like, I saw a news reporter there, and they were taking like the air samples,
Yeah.
and he was like 0.3
Is
is safe.
And,
And he like took a thing, and it's exactly 0.3. It was
he's
like
like,
on the
"Oh."
edge.
And then he like jumps a little bit and he's like, oh, well, we shouldn't stay here for too long.
Because he was wearing like a flash drive on his neck.
Yeah, that
And
collects data.
That
about
collects
how radiated-
data, and then
yeah.
at the end of the day, they're supposed to turn it in like it's like some theme park.
Yeah.
Enjoy the ride.
Yeah.
But yeah, they're just like walking in, marching in. 5 years down the road, they'll have cancer. The irony.
Yeah, the irony. Unfortunate for him.
But they all used to be Russian, right? Ukraine used to be a part of Russia.
I think so.
I think that's why they said he never used
He probably used
never used the
something-
word invasion because how touchy it is, because they used to be Russian.
See, now here's something interesting is that it's sort of similar into like wanting to repatriate some of like your land that was stolen. If I think that's like his justification. But he's still a fucking petter ass. We'll get Putin on here and we'll fucking jump his ass.
We'll put in our foot.
Yeah, we'll put it in his ass.
He'll like it.
That fucking pedo. We're gonna have the KGB breathing down our necks here real soon.
Did you used to watch the show? It was like World's Deadliest Warrior.
Yeah.
The KGB would be on there quite often.
Yeah. Fuck them, though. We'll still beat Putin's ass and the KGB.
You know why? Because we got Bitcoin over here.
We'll also fucking... we'll bust out the chonkla, dude. We'll bust out the aimbot and the fucking flip-flops.
Yeah, that's crazy. We can like people have like drones and shit that they just control from home.
Fucking blow people up.
RCXT cars.
Yeah. Yeah.
All right, you ready for this outro?
All right, let's do the outro. Well, thank you for listening into episode 895 of the DOA podcast.
We are ranked number
895 billion broadcasting across the universe.
Dude, we're like, I just gotta say thank you guys for we reached over 200 streams.
Hell yeah, we're doing it.
We've only a couple months in.
Yeah.
Thanks for the support. Please share this with your mom, grandma, cousins,
The girl you're banging,
your
her roommate.
your cousin, brother, like that one chick.
Yeah.
Um,
Your grandma.
teachers.
Share it with a random Russian soldier if you're in
Oh
Ukraine.
yeah, we need to send this to Vladimir. We need his Gmail account.
Yeah, someone get Vladimir on the phone. Someone send this to Biden. We'll end this war real quick.
I'll do it for a couple G's. We know what I mean.
I'll do it for an over the pants hand job.
Okay, I'm down for that. I ain't cleaning it up though.
I'm not cleaning it up. Yeah. Someone has to take off your pants and change them for you.
Oh, like the good old days.
Fuck yeah. All right. Well, everyone have a nice night.
We love you. I love you.
Start tweeting at Vladimir Putin right now.
Bye.
Bye.
Bye.